Good morning, everyone. Jim Lurkey, owner of Safety Connections. My blurb for the week, I'm going to do a 7-week series on the book, author of the book, Jim Lurkey, on choosing success. And I'm going to do a 7-week series on one chapter a week consisting of 7 chapters. Chapter 1 is commitment. And as I'm talking about that, I'm talking about in most reference to what I'm seeing with leadership is the culture in businesses today. And that all starts and stops at the top, but anybody can do it. Anybody can create the right culture in every department, every leader. So that's why I'm going that way. So commitment. Number 1, talking about commitment as a leader. Know your employees. And I can only share from my own experience, all right? Sometimes I'm telling you so often, I thought I knew people and I didn't. And you can never learn enough about another employee. Although you got to use discretion because time's of essence, but we should know our employees. That's one of my experiences. Okay, what might be right for me might not be right for them. So commitment, all right? I remember this quote from Pat Riley. And it states the following. There are 2 options regarding commitment. And I believe that in culture. You're either in or you're out. And there's no such thing as life as in between. So either you're committed or you're not committed. 99% of the time, you're not committed. Committed is 100% of the time, and it's all the time. Okay? So please keep that in mind. Okay? What else do you want to do when you make commitment? You want to lay out structure within your team. When we talk about structure, what does that mean? What it means is this. You talk about the structure and how we're going to communicate. You're going to talk about the structure and getting something down in writing that you're going to commit to. You're going to allow the employees feedback, all right? And in the end, obviously, someone's got to make that decision. And part of the process is telling the employees the process ahead of time and how we value their input. The other thing is, I think it's letting every employee know the value they serve on your team. I don't know how much we do that, but in essence, what I'm feeling one of the biggest things we're missing today is when we talk about commitments, it's having a goal, it's committing to get to that goal, and then it is committed to praising and letting people know their value. It's critical. It's absolutely critical. Most people on teams today, based on what I'm seeing, is they don't know the value of their team and getting the output. They don't know. We're on to the goal, and we don't stop. We just don't stop looking at the goal instead of understanding the goal's the end. It's up front. Everybody knows what it is, and it must be specific, and it's got to be measurable and attainable and reasonable, and there's got to be a timetable. But it doesn't mean you don't do all the other things that you say you're going to do. The other thing in closing today, commitment. In order to commit to employees, that communication has to be 100% all the time regarding responding to employees. Never should you not have a little notebook with you, with a pen. When your employees ask you something, then you respond. It's not always they're going to like it, all right? But always remember, write it down, get back to them, cross it off the list, go to the next. But that is vital, and that is commitment as far as one of the things are follow up to your employees. So with that, have a great week, and we'll talk about number 2 next week in creating this culture. Take care now. Have a great week.